yourself this evening at the doors of an unfamiliar location. You look left, you look right, but the street is bathed in darkness. Taking a bold step forward, you open the double doors in front of you and find yourself at the Pavel the Barbarian Bard Twitch channel.
You almost.
I was almost there. Yeah, unsurprisingly, the ADHD kid lost patience with the bit he was doing.
It happens.
And we sound good volume-wise there. I tested us real quick. So everybody, welcome in. We're glad to have you here this evening. Let's see what the game itself actually sounds like. And assuming that this sounds reasonable, I think we're good to get going.
I think so.
Welcome back,
King of
Gilbert.
Beauty. Glad to be back, my friend. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Post-COVID, how you doing? For reals, though.
I am doing okay. For people who may or may not know, I went to Gen Con, which was awesome. And my wife Katie and I, we brought back
So many souvenirs.
Yeah, so many souvenirs, including one unintended one, which was our first COVID infection. So
Listen, the fact that it took you to 2023 to get your first COVID, like, I applaud you, man.
yeah, it was definitely a surprise, I think, for everybody. But yeah, that's we had a rough week, and then we got some medicine, and then we were better. So
All is well.
yeah, I think everything's good, and we're ready to dive into some courtroom chaos. So
I'm so excited.
I don't know if you saw. I don't even know that I posted.
Oh.
Let this tell you exactly how old we are doing this stream. Anybody listening? That,
oh God, do I want to hear this? Hold up.
No, that our main advertising tool for this stream is Facebook. So
Yeah,
reaching out to
that's
that very trendy, like 45 to 50 age demo with the Twitch streaming, right that sweet spot, right where we want to be, I think.
Right,
So,
on the cusp of middle age nonsense. Yeah.
yeah, that's incredibly generous, Gilby. I appreciate that. Actually, I'm gonna make a post on Twitter. I don't know if you've heard
there you go.
I don't know if you've heard of a little app called Twitter.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about because I think it's now called a single letter of the alphabet.
No, it's called Twitter, and I'm taking no.
Because that's still the URL, bitches. That's why.
God, it really is. This man can't even fuck up his own company right. Like,
I know.
Christ
I know. Must be nice to have so much money you just don't give a fuck.
Right. Okay, I have to tell you, Gilby.
Oh, do tell.
Tonight, we will hopefully be seeing one of my favorite witnesses of the entire series.
Your absolute favorite? Oh my God.
I don't know if it's my absolute favorite, but it's up there. It's
okay.
It's a real joy, and I think you're gonna see exactly why as we get going. Are you ready for some courtroom?
Always. I'm ready to go.
I was about to say, I lost all of my dice because we took them to Gen Con. I have found one here. Let's do our traditional roll-off. Gilby, are you odds or evens?
I am always odd, man. I came out of the womb odd.
And since you are always odd, you are beginning this evening with Phoenix Wright. You will be the first voice we hear on this stream.
Woo-hoo!
And we will continue from there. All right, let's get going.
Let's rock. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom, number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, that COVID sick voice really
the gravitas that
gonna
comes
give
from
that
the
an extra
illness.
dimension, I think, this week. If anybody wants to teach me how to semi-ruin my voice for, an indeterminate length of time, you guys just drop by. My DMs are open.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready.
And cannot be bothered to speak.
What else is new?
Who's the judge here anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statements, so... Objection. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a
even
leap.
deep.
Right? Even deeper. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Oh.
Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Objection. Must you question everything?
See, this is why I do the Scrooge McDuck voice, is
Right.
because bah, which should be equally followed by humbug.
It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my
You
witness
gonna
now.
have to go to the bathroom? Like, what's
Right.
that?
Yeah, that's the secret, is that Von Karma is secretly incontinent. So he's got... I mean, he's of the age. Who knows? Maybe he's got such a fancy top part because his bottom part
he
is
comes
like
with his own
stuffed.
toilet paper. Look, it's right there on his chest.
I call to my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand.
That mysterious boat shop owner. Oh, I guess I'm the mysterious boat shop owner.
Yeah, because I'm hogging a lot of voices here.
And you also got COVID voice, so we got spread it out.
Do you want
to just a touch?
Do you want to talk to yourself as the boat shop owner, or do you want to take over? Do you want to take over the judge? Take over the judge
I see what
right
you mean.
now. Take over the judge.
No, but you're about to talk. Okay, if you insist.
It'll be fine.
All right.
State your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection!
That's right. This is always a good time to remind folks that while we are doing this for everyone's entertainment, Gilby is learning to play video games for the first time. The whole point of Gilbert Got a Game. So at times we will be stopping and asking Gilby's opinion on various things.
Yeah,
also,
just so you know, the conceit of the whole Triple G network, Gilbert Got a Game network, of which Pavel the Barbarian Bard is obviously
a grateful part of.
Also, I'm sorry, I should say the initial member.
Yes, the initial member, the founding partner.
That's it.
It is also worth mentioning, because I almost forgot our conceit, if at any point you get tired of hearing the people who are talking in the voices that they're talking in, all you need to do is type "objection" in all caps with an exclamation point in our chat, and we will automatically switch voice parts without any sort of hesitation.
Whatsoever.
Quick lickety split. That's the point of having some...
Oh, it's weird to say lick when you see this snot bubble coming out of this guy's mouth.
Oh, I didn't really think about that, but anyway, let's raise our objection.
Oh, it's his nose.
It's his nose.
Worse. Wait a minute! The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes.
No.
Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right. The witness will state his name.
Did you know that apparently... Oh, hold on. Not real sure. Yep.
What do you mean?
My memory... Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony, then, shall we? I did the weirdest pause there. You know, I'm not technically dyslexic, but every now and then I think I've learned from the stream, maybe a touch, because I'm like...
Sometimes you just like to throw us off with the emphasis of what you're saying, and there's nothing wrong
with
with that.
The emphasis is on the wrong syllable, yeah.
Yeah, just keep on guessing.
That's it. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? There we go. That's the cold read you all needed to hear.
Yeah, exactly. Now that we're at this pause, did you know apparently it's a stereotype of millennials that we speak slowly to Gen Z and Gen Alpha?
Really?
I saw that on a TikTok.
Like we don't talk fast enough for them?
Yeah, like our pace of speaking is not.
Oh God, they're gonna hate 1930s pre-Hays Code movies then.
No, I told you, I knew everything there was to know about the situation. Yeah, it was the night of the 24th, just after the midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out on the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, a boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
But who's the man? Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination a little.
Objection.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, he knew that was good. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination.
Okay.
Besides...
Really should be held in contempt of court here.
Right.
Seriously.
Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright. Cross-examine? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time.
I love this.
You may cross-examine the wit. No. I just really wanted to lean into the stereotype of a slow talker.
Yes, of the slow talkers. Is the judge
and also, he is now because I'm doing it. And also, Karma, you know anything about your name, and the words of the late great John Lennon, instant karma is gonna get you.
That's right. Karma is a cat purring in my lap. Something Taylor Swift something. Also, really,
don't hurt yourself.
Really, right. Really pleasing to get like a nice guttural scream out as Von Karma with the.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, you did.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I just realized I don't have to do these again.
I would like to question every single thing this man has just to piss Karma off.
Perfect. All right.
Hold it! Just after midnight, you say?
Yep. Just around then.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Yep. You see.
Hello, Pandaman.
Continue.
747.
Hey, Pandaman.
Or Pandaman _7_4_7. Hello to you as well.
Welcome in. We're starting our first questioning of the evening.
Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith?
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Just a reminder, Panda Man, if at any point you decide that you would like to hear us switch voices, all you need to do is type objection, all caps, in the chat.
Yes. And where did the bang seem to come from?
Huh? Well, from the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue.
Do. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Was there someone in the boat?
It's pretty far out there. Make Phoenix sound like Obama? I just meant that the two of us would switch, but do you have an Obama impression, Gilby?
Oh God, I am a very pale white girl. I don't know if I could do any kind of justice towards our former president.
Let's.
But I don't. Oh God, I don't want to be offensive, but I'll try. Give
it a try, and then I'll swap and give it a try, and we'll see who Panda Man does.
Yeah. Panda Man.
We're
I'll do my
relying on you
best.
as the judge of this one, Panda Man. It's pretty far out there. I couldn't. No, you don't sound racist. You're fine. I think we're more concerned about just trying not to be offensive.
I do not have the gravitas of that former senator, so we'll try.
Former senator is an interesting title to give former President Barack Obama, but I mean, hey.
Was he a senator?
Yeah, he was a senator, but you didn't go with president. I was just surprised.
I did the first time. I was trying to mix it up.
But I figure there was two men out there. Yep.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
That's pretty good. That's not bad, Gilby.
Inflection, if not tone, right?
Yeah, the inflection's there. Yeah.
And Obama was a lawyer, so I kind of see where you're coming from, Panda Man.
At the time, that is.
At the time.
All right, for fun, I'll swap and do this one.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. There you go. There's your sample. You got Obama from both of us. Now it's down
Panda
to you.
Man.
Panda Man, vote for your favorite Phoenix Obama. Your favorite Phoenix Obama.
Very white people trying our best.
All right, you ready for the last one?
Yeah. Let me try caretaker though.
Okay,
About
sure.
when the boat comes back to shore and a man walks out my window.
That's a good prospector. By your window.
Oh, yep. By my window, right outside the window of my little...
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk. Tisk. Tisk.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Uh-oh. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, and she was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy!
There he goes.
Oh.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Tisk. Tisk. Tisk.
Really loving on all those syllables there, huh?
Well, when you have that, like,
right,
you must.
Oh no, forgot about this.
I'm Maya, right?
Yep,
Because you're Phoenix. Okay, Nick, I don't like the way things are going here.
Forgot Maya was here for a second.
Everyone forgets poor Maya until she says something.
Right.
Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I'd better act quick, or this trial is going to be over.
Raise an objection.
All right. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprint of Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired.
Oh.
You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do?
Raise an objection.
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even the basic.
I think unless there's any objections, I'm going to move back to just regular Phoenix.
Alright. Are you okay with that, Panda Man? We aim to please. We're both recovering people pleasers. For you.
I think Panda Man may have taken maybe taken a break.
It's okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Panda Man. Appreciate you.
Yep, thank you.
If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a record.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand.
I think he left. At least
Thanks.
consciousness.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court from within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
You're kidding.
Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry?
Larry!
What are you doing here? Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was there in the park the night of the murder! I wasn't sure about it till just yesterday, but today I remembered it! Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did! A gunshot that night! I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right! I'll testify! Let me testify! Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court.
Is it? Is it really?
I mean...
Roll back the tapes, everybody. We got it on file.
If you could read back the transcript, please, stenographer. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick! This is it. He's given us one final chance. This.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Dramatic pause. Allow me to speak my opinion.
Oh.
In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness.
As Larry licks cheek, I guess?
Hey, man. Court is adjourned.
It is Larry.
It is Larry. And hey, more power to him if he's got that kind of tongue mobility? Question
Yeah.
mark, I guess.
December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Oh, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes? He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Hey, neither can I.
Hey, there you go.
So there was a window of opportunity, and I just jumped through it. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. Picked it up without thinking. Didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right?
Yeah.
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of that's right. That's right, Nick! No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
I mean, hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now.
Well, here we go. It's up to the butts. December 27th, 10:35 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
It is all up to the butts.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Right. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right! Leave it to me! Do you want to switch to Larry since he's going to be doing this testifying? Okay, all right.
How do you do it? Yeah, you're fine.
Please.
Until
Larry,
we get an objection.
Until we get an objection, yeah. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. He looks petrified.
Lips.
Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
The night of the murder.
That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang, and I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
It's not that simple. No way.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this
court, yeah.
In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
All right, we pressing everything?
Press it all.
All right, here we go. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin.
Fair.
Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 p.m. when I went out in the boat. By that time, everybody had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? Looking for something? Yeah! Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
How did Von Karma know?
Right?
That's surprisingly
Well, no,
close
you
to
know
the
what?
truth.
He knew because of Lotta.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. So I guess it was around 12 o'clock. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey! Don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry.
It was also like close to midnight. Why would a sundial work?
Right, exactly. A sundial's useless. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Botts. Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
That's all.
That's all. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh.
Well, Nick?
Huh. It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions?
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Alright, Gilby, what do you want to do? Would you like to review our evidence?
Yeah, let's do that.
So we got the camera.
Yes.
Got Robert's autopsy report shot from a meter.
Right.
Got the picture.
Got the picture.
Got the
second
lake
Oh, that's
photo.
the thing. Is there were at least 3 shots, right?
Yeah, we've got at least 3 pictures, it seems that way.
Yeah. What's the other one?
This is the
that's the
overhead
map.
Yeah. There's the bullet. The
Oh.
pistol.
Fired 3 times. That's the thing that I'm like. If you only heard 1 shot.
I know. We've got Lotta's deposition that said I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight.
Yeah.
Got a parrot.
You got a cute parrot, yeah.
We got a DL6 case file.
I don't think the DL6 case file applies here.
I will tell you on this one. Work with your easiest ones first.
Okay, how about Lotta's testimony? Lotta said there were 2.
Sounds good. And where do you want to put it?
Can we go through the options again?
Sure can.
Looking for something. I found it. I quietly slipped the boat back. Nope. Thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. After I heard that single gunshot. There it is.
Yeah. Feels pretty definitive, huh?
Yeah.
Here we go. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Ms. Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? Like, I'm like a customer here? So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Stop it! Stop!
Mr. Boss.
Oh my god!
What?
It's Chad!
You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Oh, he doesn't want to admit the second he doesn't want to admit the second sound.
Oh, Gilby, it's so much worse than that.
Because of the float? No, it's worse.
It's so much worse than that.
Oh no.
Not sure? How could you not be sure? Well, yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else?
Oh god, what, Larry?
My radio, dude! With my headphones! What? Order, and stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah! So what? Is that a crime? Listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
He's our only option. I think we have to continue.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you say that's it, then the game ends, right? So,
yep.
Away we go. That's why I said here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Humbug. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right! Leave it to me! Wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
Bless.
God, I love Larry.
I do too.
This game is so good.
Larry's like Greg.
It's
Do his
lonely.
best.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
Oh God.
That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see?
You have a girlfriend. Why was it?
I was listening to real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio?
On the radio?
Anyway,
Oh God, he doesn't.
what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
And you know what? Depending on exactly what he said, that could pinpoint the time, too.
Very good, Gilby. Look at you thinking ahead.
I think ahead.
Yep, very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade.
You say charade?
Charade?
I say charade. You say tomato. I say tomato. You say potato. I say potato.
I want to look fancy on the internet, so I say things like charade.
Charade, charade. Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Hey.
Press and everything?
Oh, yeah, because this one in particular, I'm like, Larry, what about your girlfriend?
Right. So, you turned on the radio? Right! I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? I don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, that's right. Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah, she was somewhere else.
On Christmas Eve? Oh, they must have had a fight.
Yeah. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming loud? Yeah, you know? And you had headphones on? Yup. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Alright, you ready
Here we
for more
go.
truth?
Oh, yeah.
What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care!
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
There you go. It's got to be close to midnight.
Would you like to press this statement?
I would.
Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Oh, putsies.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's only
I don't know.
But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. All right, Gilby. Everything is in front of you on what you need.
Yeah, I mean, go back to exactly what she said, and then...
Okay.
That's it.
What would you like to do?
Can I see the evidence again?
Of course.
Okay, keep going. Nope. That one.
This one?
No. Sorry, before the first lake photo?
Here?
Time of death.
Just says sometime on the 24th or the 25th.
If it's almost Christmas, wouldn't you say that around, like, right before midnight?
You would say that right before midnight.
I mean, that confirms that Larry heard the gunshot then, right?
That Larry heard a gunshot then, yes.
At that time. So that justifies that he was there.
Yes, I think
what am I missing?
I think what I'm trying to push you towards is you may want to have something with a more definitive time than what you have on the autopsy report here.
Okay. The photo, let me see. See, that's not quite it, right? Like, that's after.
Right, and that's the photo of him being shot, right?
Right.
So if the only gunshot he hears is before midnight...
Right. He wasn't there.
I mean, maybe. Could certainly try that. What other options do we have with times? You've also got this one.
That one! That's it! That's it!
I think...
Because that is almost midnight. That's 10 minutes before.
Right. I think this is the one that he hears, right?
Right.
So...
Second lake photo.
I'm trying to remember if you need to present the problem first and then present the solution as to what he heard.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do. So what's the problem? 2 shots just after midnight. Not the DL6 incident.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not that
I really think
I don't want to push you towards... I don't want to tell you what to do, but I really do think you want to start with this.
Start with that one instead of the one that actually confirms the time?
I think so, but I also don't want to be wrong. Do you want to do this?
I do. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Nick.
No, that's fine.
I know
That's
you
why
played
you're
this before, but this just feels...
No, that's
in the
why
moment, if you're going off of
the game.
Okay, if
Here
I'm
we
going
go.
off what I would do, this one.
Okay. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Huh?
Oh, the contradiction. Fuck!
It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations.
Oh,
Mr.
I'm
Wright.
sorry. I saw it as because it's an objection.
No, it's okay. Oops,
That negates.
didn't go so well.
Yeah,
we gotta
okay.
find a problem first, and then we support it, I think.
I see. Okay, I think I misunderstood.
That's
in that
okay.
way. So, first photo then we
Yeah,
need
I
to
think-
show,
I
and then
think
we
this is
prove
it.
that he was there by
Right.
showing the second photo. I just got the order wrong.
think
Okay,
so.
yes, and the music stopped. So
Yeah. Larry, you're absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct?
I'm just skipping ahead of the game tree.
No, yeah.
Is what it sounds
This
like.
is actually one of the biggest reasons why Katie did not enjoy playing with this is because she would get...
You have to
ahead.
follow it in order.
Yep.
Yeah.
She would see to the end of where this was going and be like, oh yes, we just need to present this thing. And it's like, you can't do that. You got to follow all the steps. I know, right?
Because yeah, the other one isn't an objection. The other, if he was like, I confirm,
Right.
that would make sense. Because he's his objection.
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy.
He says as droplets of sweat drip off of his
Right, as he
glistening
sweats
skin.
literal bullets. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that fact.
Oh, this frustrates me so much.
Let's see what time was on the photo taken when the gun was triggered at Ms. Hart's camera. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. The best part is it's a contradiction that doesn't help your case.
I know, that's why I'm frustrated. It's like, I know exactly what would prove that Larry was there, but according to the game brain tree, I have to go through all this bullshit before I can present it.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Sus. Vicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right.
Yeah, because now...
You can show the second photo.
There you go.
Oh, stupid! I'm sorry.
Larry's not mistaken,
Oh, fucking
Your Honor.
stupid.
He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I am assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Yes, I showed it to you already, but we have to technically go through the song and dance. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
What would you like to present?
And there is. I'd like to present that original photo. Divu play.
Ready?
Yep.
Look at this photograph. Look at this
Look
photograph!
at this photograph!
Yeah. The easiest way to tell if someone's a millennial or not.
Exactly.
Look
Shitty
at this
with the
graph!
platforms.
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Ms. Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that this is the case. Then where does that leave us? Ms. Hart testified that she heard gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night, there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noise.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey! My nose is clear that night, man! Clear!
Yeah, unlike the other witness that literally had a bubble coming out of his schnauzer.
Right. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please, show the court evidence if you have any. All right.
How about the ballistics report that showed that the gun was fired 3 times?
Okay, so you want to show where the pistol was fired 3 times?
Yeah.
Sounds
Am
good.
I wrong here? I don't feel like I'm wrong. Let's do it. Even if I'm wrong, let's just do it.
Yeah. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of all the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Theory. I have a theory.
Oh? Would you like to say it before we go any further?
Yes, because if I'm wrong, then we can laugh about it.
Okay.
I think he was actually killed with the first shot.
Okay.
And the second set of gunshots went off for some reason to specifically frame Edgeworth.
Okay. Interesting.
So it would make real killer have an alibi technically by 25 minutes.
Interesting. Okay, let's see how we do.
Okay, let's see. Yes. Anyway, exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it. I have it.
Huh?
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? I mean, we've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. So, you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than... Sorry, the evil just kind of snuck up on me.
Yeah, just got you out of nowhere.
Wow, yeah. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. As we point fingers at each other.
Rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the fact. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before.
You had the military brain transfer, didn't you?
I did for a second, yeah. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer.
Edgeworth and the murderer?
Yeah.
Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's a fun twist. Okay.
What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well, That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright.
A rapper. I love his music.
Move, bitch. Get out of the way.
I mean, right?
Right? Tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right, it's...
I don't know. Well, I think it's Karma, but I don't think it's...
Okay,
Lana.
so I know why you're picking I don't know, because we know it's not Miles, we know it's not Lana, right?
Yeah.
If it just before this happens, if it is an I don't know, why would we not know the name?
Because we haven't proven who's left-handed.
Oh, there's a much simpler reason why we don't know yet. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
Oh.
You don't know?
Bah! Humbug again! You waste my time!
You really want Von Karma to get visited by three spirits.
I think he needs to, man, especially because I know his ass is going to jail real quick. He needs to repent.
Right.
He needs to find some kid to give money to. I'm just saying.
I don't know because he never told us.
Oh.
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
Oh.
What? Well then, where did the murder take place? All right, Gilby.
Show the judge where the murder really took place. By the boathouse.
The boathouse?
Yeah.
Here, of course. The boat shop, where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will.
I am a tiny little boat.
Right. That night, he was on the lake in a boat, searching for something.
I was looking for something.
He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot.
Aha!
He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat?
Here you go.
The boat shop.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Nick, I'm so sorry to do this.
Yes.
Can you please hold?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go on mute so nobody has to hear this, but I'll be taking a quick pause.
Sounds good. So everybody, we're going to be taking a 3-minute break. We'll see you back here at 9:37.
Yep. Thank you. One moment. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. When, you gotta go, you gotta go. I don't know how the professional streamers do like 8 hours straight. And not have breaks, but I am not one of those people. My bladder is quite tiny. And he blinks. Pauses. I guess you guys can't see that. On my side, I see Phoenix Wright dramatically pausing, and dude actually blinks in between while waiting. It's pretty funny. I don't know. I just didn't anticipate that they'd go into that kind of detail with their animation, considering it's relatively simple. But you can't see it anyway. So I'm just giving you the lamest play-by-play. And yes, I am talking to myself, dodging glances on the train. But I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell. I'm too much of a soprano. I can't hit this. Definitely am not Obama. For sure, not him. Can't do it. Respect the man. Can't do his voice.
What are we doing? Oh, are we talking about Obama again?
Yeah, I was also mentioning how Phoenix is blinking.
Phoenix is what?
In our pause screen. He's blinking for it.
Is he?
Yeah. Can you see? I didn't realize the animation bothered, frankly.
Oh no! So you're still seeing the Discord stream. Everybody else is seeing our fun just chatting screen. I switched.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Is I'm narrating a play-by-play of this man blinking, and I just realized nobody else could see it.
Yeah, nobody else could see anything.
So then I started singing Matchbox 20. I almost said Maroon 5. Unwell, because I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then
you'll see that this man is blinking at me. All right. You ready to build a timeline, Gilby?
All right. Yes. Your Honor. Yes. Oh, that's your line. Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning,
Very good place to start.
Right. The upper left-hand corner. If I take it slow, I use that joke all the time and nobody gets it. It's sad.
It's sad. We need more education on our American art form of musical theater.
Right.
Yep.
If I take it slow, I just might be able to figure this out. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So that night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop.
Oh my. Polly want a death.
Yeah, Polly want a bullet. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The boat shop caretaker, because he's left-handed.
Yep. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The prick did it. Wait, with... Yeah. Thank you, Cyberbond.
That means Edgeworth did it. Never mind, I didn't... Yeah, no, hold on, you're right.
You're right. No. Take it back.
Welcome in, Cyberbond. We're glad to have you.
Appreciate it. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose.
Well, thank you for that video game explanation of what's about to happen, Von Karma.
Stating the absolute fucking obvious. Appreciate it.
Oh, because it is your first time in the stream, Cyberbond, he is. He's the king of pricks.
Yes, he is.
But if at any point you decide that you want to hear Gilby and I swap voice parts, just type objection in all caps and exclamation points.
Oh, Nick, I think you cut out for a hot second. But if you ever want to hear Nick do Karma and me do Phoenix and the Judge and all of our characters switch up, you just type in objection in all
caps and we swap.
Yep. Because we talented I don't know if we're talented like that, but we have.
All right.
Yes. To create a witness.
Aha. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake.
Oh,
Indeed,
smart.
Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
Why would he fire twice? Because, Von Karma, he was a prick! It's true.
If only it were as easy as the court law is just being like, because he's a jerk, Your Honor. Like,
yeah,
guy's an
you know
asshole.
what? Being a prick should be a criminal offense. Truly.
Hey, sometimes, hopefully soon, it will be. All right, here we go. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
These are their stories.
Everybody's very quiet. Forgot that Larry
Yeah.
was on the stand.
Look at all these ellipses. Yeah, I'm shocked Larry's been this quiet. And
Right.
he's not going, yeah, right, dude. That's exactly what happened.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
About to get nasty. May I be the boat caretaker?
Yes,
friend?
of course. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, a few questions.
Oh, right, I'm Miles.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hey, Edgeworth, why is your coat red? It got dyed red when I killed him. You got me. The literal just
Cyberbond,
like,
I like you. You're good. We're keeping you.
just the literal like, why not.
Hey!
Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Show us your red coat, dyed red with the blood of your victims.
No, show us your, Party City Hamilton costume, please.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
Ellipses. What Wright said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry. I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
Oh,
What?
runaway witness!
The letter was signed by me. Ah, dang it. I'm not Edgeworth. I'm the
The
bellboy.
bellboy! I love the bellboy.
He just
That guy
wanted,
was hysterical.
just wanted to be involved in the murder.
Just wanted to have a little bit of fun, sir.
Just the famous Gatewater Hotel, sir.
Just serving tea and champagne and cookies.
What should I do? Well, find him quickly. We cannot,
What should I do? Your job, fucktwat!
we cannot allow him to get away.
You had one job!
Right? Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant is already issued.
The bellboy still looks like he just eats white bread. Oh, I am just a bellboy, sir.
That was a fun case. I liked that one.
Case. I do think this is my favorite case of all of them, though.
You know what? There's some twists I wasn't expecting, and then there's some that I was expecting, and
And it just took a little longer.
damn long to get to. Yeah.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances.
Oh.
I will extend the trial until tomorrow. the final day. I request that the police department utilize all of its forces to find that witness. Am I understood?
Your jobs! God.
One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. All right.
From the first game, this one is my favorite. Yeah, I like the twists and turns it's taking Cyberbond, for sure.
There is one more case after this one, but it's doesn't share.
It's an addendum. It's not from the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Original package. Right?
So very good case, but it doesn't have the same like built-up feel that these four do, where they're telling like a very coherent story.
Yeah.
Like
well, in this one, please, it's Edgy's life on the Edgelord's life on the stand.
Yeah, it's really good in the sense that like it tells a complete story on its own, and the story itself is gripping. But you haven't like grown to know and really like these characters like you do from the first one. So.
December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. See, these guys, they stood there and did nothing.
Right.
I hate incompetence. I really do. Like, nothing irks me more. Hey, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of clients.
Hey, Maya, what did you think?
She was the first one framed for murder.
I know, like, for once you think they do a Phoenix Wright game where they were like, this person was framed for jaywalking. But no, it's murder. Every time it's murder.
Always murder. It's not even fraud. It's death, not theft.
Yeah, just once it'd be like, come on, accidental manslaughter. Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile, just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time.
Oh, dang it. Phoenix Wright working his magic again.
I just want Edgeworth and Phoenix to kiss already. Like, does that ever happen? It needs to.
Not canonically, but I'm sure if you hit AO3.
Or Tumblr.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of...
If I had my two Ken dolls,
just paint gray hair on one and spiky black hair on the other.
Exactly. Give him a cravat. Tell him he's pretty.
Yeah, Cyberbond, this was canonically our Pride Month game, actually, because we had started this back in June, so...
Right. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
There's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... can't make up my mind.
Yeah, canonically, Edgeworth has been doing fan fiction in his off time. Like, there's no question. Like, prolific uploader, like, The Razor's Edge, 7377.
It's true.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Fade to black.
Ooh, to be continued.
So I don't remember for sure, Gilby, but I do think
Yeah.
that if we push, I think that we can finish this next investigation spot tonight.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
I'm up.
See how we
Got my water. Already went to the bathroom. Yay!
I'd never reject your kisses, Phoenix, right? Wait, I mean, no!
That'd be okay. I mean, 'cause hey, I like you anyway. I just realized, I think Maya is my Cake Monster voice.
It very well could be, yeah.
Memory of a crime I committed. Memory of a murder.
What a soap opera answer.
I know, right? Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Cyberbond, you've made me smile so much. I think this has been the most I've smiled all day, honestly. I love this. Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do. Remember feeling faint.
Right on! Tell to be the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me?
Yeah, you'd know, Nick. You know about love at first sight.
Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
Because of Edgeworth.
As Larry gets very serious. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah! Bow before your hero!
I'm glad bow isn't an option.
Right. Yeah, no, we still have our standard things, don't worry.
Let's talk. Let's talk to Buttsies.
Okay.
Today's trial.
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. Oh, that's a good one, Cyberbond.
Very nice.
But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two.
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
We may as well at this point take the Twitch chat transcript and just take it straight over to AO3. Cyberbond is doing some excellent work over here.
I really feel like I'm slacking. Cyberbond's coming at it with the typing.
I know, with
for
the
sure.
heat. Yeah.
Nick! Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. There's something sweet and almost kind. But he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined. I don't know if I was on pitch. I got the headset on.
That's
I'm like,
close
wait,
enough.
I can't.
I knew what you were going for. It's fine.
Appreciate. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
Because he's my childhood crush. Friend, nothing more. You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes. In grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Then his dad died, and he became a prick. A handsome, handsome prick. Damn it!
Damn it!
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final.
I hope you're ready for a sad story. Okay.
Sadder than watching a 7-year-old's dad get shot in an elevator and then be stuck in the elevator while his dad bleeds out because it's Japan and EMS services take forever, apparently. Sadder than that.
So that's tragic. This is, you know how, like, kids can be cruel and it's sad?
Oh no, is this a bullying thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be, well,
No.
it's kind of a long story, so hang in there.
Okay. Oh, that was the line.
It was the line.
Sorry.
It was at the very end of 3rd grade. I was
8-year-olds
on
are
trial.
mean.
A class trial.
Oh. Class? Class trial. Yeah, right there.
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. Yeah, I can see why you'd forget, though.
That's still a lot of money for lunch today.
That's
like,
a fair amount. Yeah.
I'm sure that was supposed to, like, keep going for a week. Yeah.
You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. Don't try to tell me DL6, it won't work. No, my dad was the shooter, not the shot. Anyway, Edgeworth is hot. Why do I do this? Oh, this is a good time to say Cyber. I have played this.
Oh, yeah.
Gilby has not. So
Yeah, this is all new to me.
yeah, so no spoilers if we can avoid it in our fan fictions as we do these.
Yes, Cyberbond, the conceit of the Triple G Gilbert Got a Game network, of which Paul the Barbarian Bard is an initiate member of, is that, and this is true, I did not grow up playing video games, so my friend is playing video games with me.
I'm walking Gilby through them all.
I'm learning.
Yeah. All right, continuing our sad story.
All right. So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
Oh my god, he had spiky hair then too!
I didn't do it!
And there's the teacher. Like, really, this is the person who should have... I'm sorry, I used to be an English teacher.
No, it's
this pissed me off.
just...
We'll let this run. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Yeah.
No, right? Just the only adult in the room basically condoning a witch hunt to let this kid just get absolutely...
I would never, and it pisses me off because I know this shit happens and I hate it. It just makes me mad. Again, I hate incompetence.
That little Phoenix crying. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everybody was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
You shouldn't have to apologize. Okay, I'm trying to do a Edgeworth as a kid voice, but this is the only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles?
Look at that.
Oh, damn, he's got a little bow tie. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But, Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, I'm sorry, that's Larry.
Yeah, that's okay. This is how it always is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. I swear, I hope, as bad and incompetent as she is, that teachers get paid more in hand.
Right.
Because $38 could actually be a lot on a teacher's salary.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, like I said, sad in a casually cruel kind of way, not sad in a tragic way.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually
the buds.
Yeah.
After the trial.
Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. If this was anyone else, do you know who my father is?
Right. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney."
Wow.
Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times.
Right?
I think I'm supposed to be in blue, not red. I think I did this wrong.
Right. Someone took the wrong pill.
Yeah.
Morpheus handed him the pill, and in a state of panic, he picked the wrong one.
He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he'd become. That's when I decided.
Wait. You don't mean. That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa. Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick!
Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. Very well might be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who? guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. I'd love to think that, Cybert, but like at the end of the day, I love Phoenix Wright because he's a simple creature. He has no pretensions. It never would have crossed his mind to try and be as edgy as that. He was just literally like, oh, I wanted to see my friend again. Like, it makes total sense to me.
Love it.
All right. So we have cleared out some stuff.
All right.
And we are on the hunt. What do you want to go do?
I feel like we need to examine. No, not examine. I'm sorry. Move. Yeah. Detention center. Let's talk to Edgy.
Okay.
December 27th. Detention center.
No, I agree.
This room.
I agree, Cyber. It would have made absolute sense. I think it would have been a great tie-in as to why he decided to become a defense attorney. But like,
I think the fact that it's not is exactly why I love her.
Yeah, he's a simple man with simple motivations, man. Going through life
He's
by
certainly
the seat of his
simple.
pants. Yeah. You look grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Or he's fronting, babes.
Right. Well, it probably only really mattered to me.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous.
You mean that class trial where Phoenix was in the center of all those people looking so put upon and
helpless and
darn attractive,
vulnerable,
yet vulnerable and
had amazing hair that I could never achieve.
Just wanted to run my hands through his spiky hair.
My hair could never.
Here I said if we rush through this, we'd get through this investigation section, and now we're making AO3 fiction.
That's it.
Yeah, gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So, like I said, simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth. What, you don't even know my name anymore, dude?
I know, that was a good read.
Perhaps. Talk it out, guys.
I would like to believe that Edgeworth's hair is actually like a fashion choice, like a solid steel kind of thing.
Also, I started getting gray hair when I was 16, and I'm not 16, so sometimes it's just genetics.
Shall we go down the list?
Yeah.
Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? Oof.
1 second here. Go ahead and keep going, Gilby.
All right. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. The coat must have gotten drenched in the blood of Robert Hammond. You got it. His name was Yanni Yoga. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, was found innocent. A defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. His name was Yanni Yuga. He was amazing at UGO. No one could beat him.
Do you know Yu-Gi-Oh, Gilby?
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! No, obviously no. Sorry.
No,
Again,
okay.
I didn't play games. I didn't play games as a kid. I'm so sorry. There's a lot of pop culture references that just like
No, that is entirely fine. As I say, it's a pretty popular thing to say he activated a trap card. So that's also a great reference for this. So
Gotcha. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I have lost all memory of the murder. Oh, that's convenient.
you lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. Started to hate defense attorneys. Prosecutor Von Karma, my friend.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. Why do you want to know? I learned everything I know of courtroom technique from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with everything perfectly. Doing everything perfectly, unlike my line read. God.
He is
Perfectly, huh? He's also the perfect prick. He is. Also, he's left-handed.
That's
Just
true.
saying. Feels very pertinent to this particularly perfect case. Yeah, I didn't know how to do it, Nick. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was trying to figure it out for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, also, Cyberbond, Nick is Pablo the Barbarian Bard. That's his actual name.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just calling him by his character name of Phoenix Wright. Nick, but... And I'm Gilby. Hey!
That's Gilby's other channel. We switched between the two channels. So if you want to follow us over there too, probably the next game we do will be over on Gilby's channel. We'll have to see, but those are the two places where we show up. So.
And there's some clips from us doing Night in the Woods. No, Night in the Woods.
Portal 2's not on there anymore?
I don't know. I'd have to check, but...
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. Not one suspect was ever declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. Possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately... Excuse me.
It's impossible for us to read every one of these lines accurately.
Yes, clearly. It is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. Something about the glottal stops, I think, as I'm trying to pitch my voice to moody, edgy, emo kid from the early odds. Well, Von Karma does is his job. Find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Maybe like a witness.
Right.
On a boat.
Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. Now it's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
Yeah, it's a man who he never even really had to speak in the courtroom. People would just look directly at him and they would just go, guilty. Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I guess that's it. Should we present something to Edgeworth? Do you think he'd tell us anything else?
What would you like to present?
There's the part of me that's like, you want to talk about DL6, buddy?
Sure.
I don't know if that's worth it. It was the case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, statute of limitations runs out.
Tomorrow? Could that be a coincidence?
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
Right.
Dang, you got me once again.
Phoenix Wright just racking up victories left and right, man.
Even if the case is finally closed on paper, never be erased from my memory. Never. Although actually, sir, you literally
Yeah, you did
said...
say you have no memory of the murders. I mean...
Hold on.
Wait a minute,
Poor
sir.
Mr. Edgeworth. Ooh. Anyway, what was that case called again? Should we?
Should we?
Yeah. Nick, no. I thought it was his father. Don't show him that.
You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories.
What is it?
Nothing.
Huh?
Like, should we have done it? No. Does it give us a
No.
great opportunity for some comedy voice acting? Yes.
Yes.
Anything else you want to present?
God, I guess maybe the picture of him shooting the guy? What are you showing me this picture for?
No reason.
Really? You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he noticed.
Haha.
I think that's exactly how Maya said it. And that's
I'm
exactly why I
certain
said
it
it
is.
that way.
Yep.
God, I don't know what else to say to Edgeworth. I feel like we just have to try to go find not Keith.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Gordlake?
Gordlake. Bye, Edgy.
Bye, Edgeworth.
December 27th, Gordlake Park. Entrance A! Gawam, yes, you are.
I mean, hey. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Edgeworth can like who he likes.
We like it all.
Do you want to do Gumshoe? I feel like I've been hogging a lot of voices.
No, you know why? Because I just did Maya and Edgeworth, so 2 for 2.
Don't gotta tell me twice. Hey, pal, no, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
It's not recovered yet. Oh, poor Ty.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one could go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently park rangers found out. They got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
But up bumps,
Oh, Maya, she tried.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Move.
Move.
To the beach, to the beach. December 27th, Lake Public Beach. Doesn't fit. Sorry.
That's close.
I tried.
Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Yeah, it looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Examine move.
Examine a little bit, although I don't think there's anything new here.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
What
would you like to see?
Maybe the lake?
The lake?
Lake. This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it?
Huh?
I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies.
I guess you're right.
I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. There.
Yeah.
Hot dog stand?
Sure. Guess Larry has today off.
He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth.
True. We owe him big.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Move?
Move. Yeah, but maybe we can talk to Polly.
Ooh, maybe so. Hey, Lotta.
Hey,
are
Lotta.
you a fish?
Of course not. Why would go on thinking that?
Yeah, Cyber, you didn't get to hear Gilby's excellent Lotta Heart that she was doing.
I loved playing Lotta. I love playing Lotta. Of course not. Why would y'all go on about thinking that? It was basically like hours of content of me doing that. That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Oh my God, Grossberg!
Ah, hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? How are the days of my youth? Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg? This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows?
I want to see if we can get inside and talk to the bird.
All right.
Yeah.
We can. Oh, and remember, we have a safe combination we haven't used.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But he's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. What? Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Should we open the safe or should we talk to the bird?
We can do both.
Let's open the safe first. Because maybe we'll see something in the safe that we can then ask the bird. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1, 2, 2, 8. What?
Does that number remind you of anything, Gilby?
Not at the moment, but oh, it's tomorrow.
Ha 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 ha.
It's in game tomorrow.
It is in game tomorrow.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two.
I'm not actually asking you if I can open this box. I'm just going to do it.
I'm just telling you. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
Huh. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
No, Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing.
Okay.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake. Getting on the boat. Firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue.
Letter from the safe. Added to the court record. Letter from safe. Get your... Oh, too
Sorry.
fast. Nah. Can we talk to the bird?
Sure.
Oh, you pulled it up for me. Thank you.
Yes, I did.
Letter from the safe. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It's no details. The murder and set. Thank you, friend.
Of course.
Polly want a confession? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Look how sad she is.
I know.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great. Now the bird's gonna hate me.
I hate you. I hate you.
What? Spiky hair sucks. Spiky hair sucks.
Well, I don't think the birds want to talk.
Right. Me and the bird could be siblings.
Exactly. How about the tit fruit?
Sure. The table.
Yeah, sure. Yes, the table. I'm sorry.
Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on.
I'm sorry, Cyberbond, but look at it.
Right.
Like, that's more than just a melon.
I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial.
That joke just fell on the ground. That's fine. Cookies? TV?
TV?
TV? I don't know.
What? What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. Aw, honey. You can be proud for being the inspiration.
That's right.
There's just priorities. There's something there that's not there?
No, I don't think so.
The stove, maybe?
Stove?
Stove. Doesn't look like he uses this kitchen much.
Yeah, you're right.
Guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie?
What? You thought he was telling the truth?
The wet noodle.
The limp noodle. No, the wet noodle. You're right.
Totally different.
I mean, not that different.
Oh, fishies?
Fish.
Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to about them?
Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right?
Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really punny to you?
I think that's puny.
Puny.
Yeah.
Puny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so used to doing puns.
Gilby, I tell you, somebody was going to be abassed at that particular.
I missed that. You cut out.
I said someone was going to be particularly abassed at that misreading.
You cut out again. That's so weird.
You heard that pun. Anyway.
I really didn't. I'm sorry.
It's
Like,
okay,
I'm not
let's
lying to
keep
you.
going.
Okay, you can tell me after stream.
Yeah, it wasn't a good enough pun to say it a third time, I promise.
Okay. That's not weaponized incompetence, Nick. I promise. Like, I'm like, you literally, you play back the tape. Roll back the pod, y'all.
Yep. Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away.
Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him.
Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here?
You know, sometimes life imitates art.
Right.
I guess that's it here. I don't know what else there is.
That might be it.
Might be. All right. Let's bounce. Let's go to, yeah,
Can't go to the woods.
The entrance. Maybe we'll run into somebody.
Well, we got other places we can go, too. Don't forget. We can go to the criminal affairs.
Oh, yeah, we could. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet.
Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Oh, wow. Yes, that's how the police officer sounds.
Yeah, that's fine. The bookshop caretaker.
Shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal.
Yeah, good luck, Gumshoe.
Yeah, what else? Detention center?
We've
Maybe
also...
show him the letter?
Yeah, maybe. We've also got Grossberg. Don't forget about that, too.
Oh, but his office didn't pop up.
It will from here.
Okay.
Edgeworth, you see this letter?
Mm-hmm.
This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following his letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says, this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait. That old man. What? What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent.
Aha!
Could be. Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Flashback. Warm nights. Nope.
Earthquake!
The experience at Universal Studios Florida.
Right.
Quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us. Bah. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen.
That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, claim passed the court and Yogi was declared innocent. And it was just found, but
Yeah, it declares.
Damn it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Huh. But strange. This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right?
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days.
It's your luscious lips. Not...
I'm sorry. I don't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. Memory of a crime I committed.
A crime?
Crime. Oh, that's you. I'm so sorry. I took
You're
your
good.
line. A memory of a... I think the time has come to tell all.
Here we go. You ready?
Here we go, the nightmare! For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What are you?
Interesting. Thank you.
Stop breathing my air!
No! Father! He's attacking Father! And I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. I'm sorry, that's grammatically incorrect. I know people think it's fancy to switch out me for I, but it's object versus indirect. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What a time to go to decide deconstruct the grammar of this translation.
It's common, and I get why people do it because they think it's a character choice, but like it's just wrong.
It's okay, Gilby. You can just say the tension of the moment got to you. It's all right.
It did. I had to break it, but also it's wrong. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DLC. I shot my father.
This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe...
There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6! We gotta go to Grossberg! Grossberg! Oh, hey, it just became an option.
Right. Conveniently an option from the detention center.
Right?
Mr. Grossberg! Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened,
Don't tell me to calm down. I'm sorry. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see.
I'm assuming time has passed.
Yeah, so Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well,
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
no. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Keep talking. Gregory.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. As a result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. Died in despair, as it were.
I see. The spirit medium. All right, we're going to talk about my mama.
I guess so. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Thanks, Mom.
Right? Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems that the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? Well, it's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Okay. Should we present something to him? And
Maybe.
talk
What
some
do we
more?
got?
We have the letter.
Do the letter?
Letter.
Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Oh, Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended his clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? For his own sake? Well, he never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Manfred von Karma.
Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who killed Mr. Yogi, the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
Why, indeed.
Do we have new talkies? We do.
Let's get some info on Prosecutor Von Karma, and then maybe we can show some evidence based on what Grossberg says.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. he would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Gregory versus Manfred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
They were lovers, and it ended poorly.
Right.
They fought over Netflix.
Hot wax burns hotter than you would believe. No, Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little slap happy. I apologize.
It's okay. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
Ugh, must be nice.
A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Look, we don't all have universal health care, Maya, okay?
Right. Not everybody's got
Like-
loans of PTO.
Right? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to your... Wow, your privilege is showing, girl. Okay. Okay.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
She has rich ideas about vacations.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
No, it's not. It's involuntary manslaughter.
I know that.
Yeah, you're right. I know that. It's called involuntary manslaughter. It's like...
I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But, Nick... Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. Father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials.
Okay, should we present something to him quickly?
That's up to you. The game has kind of given us a strong hint back to the police station.
I think we have to go back to the police department.
Yeah. I think we can
Oh,
get there
maybe
from
not.
Here. I think we can get there from here.
Oh, okay. Bye, Edgy.
Bye, Edgy. We're just stopping through.
Yep. There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. You were wondering if we could check out the records room? Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yeah, he just arrived, actually.
Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry! Yeah, go. Click. Sorry. dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't in here. Von Karma.
Examine. How about that conspicuously open drawer right there? Ah, one of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking at it recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Huh. Unsolved cases.
Nick! The file for DL6 is completely empty.
What?
What are you doing in here? Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? We were in court with you. Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. I beg your pardon. I rarely remember defense attorney. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
Oh, that's Smile. Yeah, I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
How about what you got there, buddy? Is that an option?
I don't think it'll let us examine him, unfortunately.
Wait, should we talk to him?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, go ahead. Put it on the line. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, Gilby. In the interest of moving this along,
Yeah, go ahead.
what's the dumbest thing you could do right now?
Show him the letter with his handwriting.
Shall we?
Let's show.
Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit you wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick, what is that thing? Oh.
Stun gun. For self-defense, usually.
In a police department? Really? How do you get past the scanners?
He's a lawyer.
Yeah, but even lawyers have to take off their gun.
Because
Alright. Because game.
game.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me the letter.
No!
No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run!
Maya!
Out of my way.
Ah! Oh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya? Open your eyes. Maya!
The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. Can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need it most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! Ugh, there has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya? She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 evidence... Evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him.
DL6 bullet stashed in a pocket. DL6 bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still bears clear ballistic markings.
I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
To be continued. Ooh! Save, yes.
Yes, definitely time for the save. But there you go, Gilby.
Ooh. Okay. Because game, but like you're telling me there's not cameras in there and that people won't
Right.
see.
I mean, hey, listen, it was what, the early 2000s?
Listen, there's the airport security metal detector, first of all. They have to go through. Second of all, there's cameras. Third of all, the fuck. Like, and then he just runs out while two people are tased. Like,
yeah, like nobody in the police station's like, Von Karma, I've never seen you run before. Okay,
like
bye.
we joke about, how sometimes there's police incompetency, but like really that's a push.
Yeah, that one's a little rough, to be honest with you.
I feel like Japan at least has their shit together in that department, Oh well.
Well, I do think that calls it the end of this session. Well, how do you feel?
Indeed. I feel great, and I feel like I called it.
Yeah, I mean, really, so far, doing pretty good. Now
you just
got to think about how we get from where we are to Von Karma being the murderer.
And then make sure we follow the thought tree, because if we skip it, we get penalized.
That's right. Absolutely correct.
I'd like to take this opportunity to Pandaman _7_4_7 and Cyberbond 9805. You guys have been the real ones.
Yeah, we appreciated you guys coming in this evening. Thank you for your chat messages if you happen to catch the rest of this on VOD. And thank you, everybody, who may have dropped in to check out this session. We do have a YouTube channel, which I'll find a place to stick these videos eventually. But we should be back next week, I think, right?
Yeah, barring something terrible happening, as far as I know.
Yeah, so we should be able to finish up this case with one more session. So we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, really? Just one more?
That's right.
What about Katie? Always Katie.
Always Katie, my dearest darling love. Next to
you better
my heart.
grovel on your knees when you get out.
As I say, next to my heart and across the hall from me. So
thanks, Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
But for Gilbert Got a Game Network, I am Nick, a.k.a. Pavel the Barbarian Bard, here with my bestest voiceover buddy.
Gilbert got a game.
And we are so pleased that you guys chose to spend some time with us today. Thank you guys so much, and have fun playing your games. Bye!
Bye!